What up? What up? What up? Yo, we back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back in this joint. You hear me? Host to 40. We back in this joint. You understand what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. You know what I mean? Get your phone, put it up in the left hand corner up there. You understand what I'm saying? Sub to the channel. Let's get it right around here, B. Let's get it right. You know what I mean, yo? Let's get it right, man. Let's get it right, man. Let's get it right. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. We can get this thing right. You know, you gotta talk with your boy, because your boy gonna give you the boy gonna give you the God's honest truth about this here. You understand what I'm saying? Gonna give you the God's honest truth about this thing here. That's how we do about this. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing but the truth, player. No, nothing but that's your boy right there. Nothing but the truth, player. Let's get down to business, man. Let's get down to, you understand what I'm saying? Let's get down to talking about these people and see what they got going on with themselves. You understand what I mean? Let's see what they got going on, player. Real for real. So I'm gonna go round for round real quick. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I'm gonna go round for round real quick. That's how I'm gonna do this thing real quick. So we're talking about Sam Noaks and Abdulla Mason. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a good fight, man. Cause Sam Noaks ain't no walkthrough, and he ain't no guy that just just got his joint because he just brute strength and things that he got a little ring IQ. You know what I mean? We 17 wins, something like that, 14 knockouts. He a power puncher for sure, and he like 78%, something like that on the knockouts, and the dude is like 84, 86, something like that. I looked at it the other day. I ain't got it in front of me, but I know it's around those numbers. But in any event, this is gonna be a real good fight. It's gonna be a good fight for Abdula. It's gonna be a nice, dangerous one for a little chance for Abdula too. But I think that I think the Abdula gonna pull it off in the first. He gonna pull it. He gonna pull the fight off. But I think this is how the fight gonna go. Round by round. This is just me. I think Mason's gonna start out with his jab because he got that nice southpaw jab, and since uh 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 Sam Noaks fight orthodox, so this gonna be a little thing of somebody with skills like Mason, and then with Sam, it's gonna be a testament of like on Sam Noak's side of the fight, it's gonna be like Cepeda and Shakur, and on Mason's side of the fight, I think it's gonna be more like Crawford and Canelo. Because Sam Noak's fight is like somewhere in between both of those people. You know what I mean? He pressure you, but he got ring IQ. You know what I mean? He just ain't coming at you throwing no craziness and bugging out, but he gonna try to get you out of there. Now that's 100%. So this is why you gotta watch it, and due to the fact that Mason, he been down before, but Mason got this one. He got this one. He outclassed him. And anytime they go to this, I go with the boxer. Period. He outclassed him. It is what it is. I think round two won't be the same thing. 1-2 down the center. 1-2 straight down the pipe. No homo, straight down the pipe on the dude. 1-2. Because Sam gonna be walking. He gonna be walking right forward. He not gonna be back. I don't know if he can fight backed up. I wasn't up on Sam Noakes until Mason had to fight him. To be honest with you, that's just keeping it the bite, keeping it the bean. But since this is YouTube era and the Google era, we all could be professors the next day. We ain't got to know what's going on today because we got Google and we got, you get that shit and get a little bit of, and get off of Twitter fingers and get on some Google fingers and you might get a little bit of education. And half you motherfuckers gonna be out here talking this nut ass shit because y'all don't know shit about boxing. So anyway, but I don't think that, Sam Noakes is a good body puncher, but Mason is too. So it's a battle. It's gonna be a chess match the first couple of rounds because Mason trying to get this belt. If they fighting for that, I think they're fighting for that belt. I know Sam got a belt, and so and that's how this fight gonna go. So I think Mason counters is gonna keep Sam at bay because Sam is a pressure fighter, and Mason got that little counter that your counter is mean. So a couple of those, and that's why I said on Mason's side of the fight, it's gonna be more like Crawford and Canelo, but on Sam's side of the fight, he gonna be more like Cepeda. He gonna be more like Cepeda. He gonna be pressing. And so I think when they get to round two, Mason definitely taking the first two rounds. You get what I'm saying? I think he did. I think he most definitely taking the first two rounds. The third round come, I think third round gonna be close, but I still think Mason gonna take it. But I think Sam is gonna start catching his timing. You know what I mean? Cause Sam ain't no bum. He ain't no person who ain't supposed to have the belt. You get what I'm saying? He ain't not that guy. He alright. He ain't been over here fighting in America, but he alright. You know, he ain't no slouch. But he might get outclassed, and you might think that he's a slouch when he get in here with Mason, because that's just what these superior Black American fighters do. So you got to keep that in you know inside the forte too, because that's a fact. And this is one of the reasons why Mason is going to really win this fight, because he's just he's just more superior. I seen about 5 of Sam Noaks fights when I went to check it out. You know, they're all on YouTube. And I seen his knockouts, but I don't really go by people knockouts. I go by the opponents they fighting, because you know Belonga should have taught all y'all that. If y'all didn't know shit about boxing, y'all should have known after Belonga came up with 16 KOs in the first round. You must have thought, who the fuck y'all thought he was? But anyway, we ain't even on him. Back to this. So I think we're going on round 4 now, because I think Mason's going to take the first 3. Um, the fourth round is going to be one of the most important rounds in here, because I think Sam going to land a punch on him around that time. Even though Mason gonna have the thing together, but I still think Sam gonna land one of those good punches on him, and it's gonna slow Mason down a little bit, but not like slow him down like what he doing, but make him change his gear into the fight. Like, okay, he's starting to get his timing, so I gotta throw him back off track. That's what I think. But I think Mason's still gonna pull him around off, because Mason is the boxer. This could be. This could be close to a UD if it's going to the distance. In my eyes, it could be close to a UD. Because the first quarter of the fight, the first quarter is 3 quarters of a fight. 4-4-4. If it's 12 rounds, but the first quarter of the fight, I think Mason gonna clear that up. That's gonna be 1-0. You know what I mean? For the first 4 rounds. So we going in the fifth round. I think that I think Mason gonna get same way Sam got his timing together. I'm thinking Mason gonna get his timing together and be like, okay, we gonna shift gears, and this is where we gonna start, you know, really start putting the blows on them, putting that precise timing on them, because they both gonna be anxious at this time, and especially if the fight is going the way that I'm saying it's gonna go, Sam gonna be more anxious and be more able to get hit, because he ain't gonna be able to get nothing off. If it's going the way that I'm predicting it, he get more uncontrollable, because he can't have it his way in the ring. And people do that a lot. A lot of pressure on you, and sometimes you get him in with some talent, and anything that you try, you just it's just not working. You know what I mean? The shit happens sometimes. So we got to see, by my prediction, do Sam got a adaptability bone in his body to adapt to a fight that he basically feel like he's losing. So that's what brings the best out of boxers in any sport. And that's the fifth round. So but I know by the fifth round, yeah, I know Noak's face gonna have that red mark and all that shit. It's gonna look like he's getting beat up, because that jab is gonna be there all day long. You know what I mean? That jab ain't never leaving. When they get in the ring, it ain't going nowhere. Mason jab, it ain't going. If it go anywhere at any point, it could be over. That jab ain't going nowhere. He gonna keep him at bay. But around the sixth round, it's around the sixth round now, so it's a little different now. So, you know, I think that Sam Noakes is going, because he's a pressure fighter, and he got a mentality. You know what I mean, to fight. So I know that when they get around 6-7 rounds, he's gonna get more. He can be more reckless, but he gonna have a lot of more pressure, because he feeling like, I'm just losing. Especially if you're losing, you feel like you're losing 6 rounds. So either you're gonna feel like you're gonna win the other 6, or you're gonna just put some more pressure. You can get a little reckless though, but he's a good body puncher. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta watch him. If he can't hit Mason head, he's gonna definitely go to the body, because I see that he's a body puncher, a body snatcher. You get what I'm saying? And that's 100% fact. He's a body snatcher. He really, really, really goes to that body. You know what I'm saying? With that flying overhand right. You gotta watch that. But and I think like around the 6th round, 7th round, those might be where the ground is trying to change. Because I give the 6th round, I might have to give it to Sam Noakes, from based on my prediction, but I believe that it could be close to an even round. Because I just think that Mason is so much of a superior boxer. It's kind of hard when it comes to just thinking about the fight of round that Sam Noaks could actually win without, you know. Yeah, I believe that sorry about that. It was a little malfunction, but I believe that it's going to be a a real showdown. And he ain't no little boy either though. So I think six gonna be an even round, either round or I get at the sand. I'd say the sixth round it might be the first round because that's when I think that the fight on the I think it's gonna be getting in. That's where the fight is gonna actually be like the first round, where it's gonna be just really a 6 round fight. You know what I mean? Because I think Sam gonna put pressure, real pressure, and come really hard, like no bullshit, and put pressure and really test Mason. Like he gonna take him to the waters and test him. This is the fact. If Mason ain't got control of this fight, like all the way controlled and all the way control of his mental, and crack it within 6 rounds, he gonna bring a lot of pressure. You get what I'm saying? And that's just my prediction. I think he's gonna start, you know, cutting the ring off, trapping Mason. So I don't know. It's one thing I don't know. I don't know how Mason gonna play it out. How Mason gonna play it by distance and bang, 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 keep my distance and move around, or if he's gonna allow Sam Noakes to step up at times whenever he wants to, so you can just counter him and all that. So it all depends on how Mason play it out. But I know that Sam gonna try to get him in traps around this time because after he gonna win that he win that 6 round, he gonna feel a little better. Like he might feel like Mason is tiring up, so he gonna jump on him again. So I think the 7th round, Mason gonna have to show his heart. This is where we're gonna see if Mason is ready for the next step up. And I think this is gatekeeper. I think this is this is going for his belt. And I think this is a real good because it's not gonna be easy. It could be a one-sided fight. I say it could be a one-sided fight on Mason's side, where it'd be a UD 12 rounds. Sam Noakes just can't get nothing off. It could be a one-sided fight on Sam Noakes' side with a punch Mason ain't see coming and stop it because he got the power to do that. Mason got power to stop you because he got a higher percentage of knockouts, but he's a different kind. He ain't not a one punch knockout. He'll trap you and send you out with something that you ain't see and catch you with a combo, bang, 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 bang. See, but Sam is that one punch guy, so you gotta watch him. You know what I mean? So I think he gonna take that 7th round too. And then when Mason come back on the 8th round, that's when I'm thinking Mason gonna be like, okay, it is what it is. I gave you your two. I had my 6 minute plus a 2 minute. I had my 8 minute rest, and we about to get back to this blank. We about to take you back to school now. Send you right back to the mechanic shop. You know what I mean? Or we send your computer to the tech. That's what we're gonna do with you now. Send you back to the technician. Straight up, adjust everything. You get what I'm saying? We ain't going on the rope. You're not moving forward. You're not doing nothing that you want to do no more. And I'm just gonna keep pinging you. With that, I'm gonna start back from the beginning and start dinging you with that left, right to your jab, bang, 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 bang. We gonna start the thing right back over. And I know at this time, I know for a fact at this time, Sam knows gonna be trying to get to that body. I know that's why you got to keep that bang, bang, bang. This is 100% fact. That's what I believe. If you're asking me to predict it, this is what I'm predicting. You understand? It's the Oaks to 40 prediction. This is what I'm predicting. If you ask me, you know what I mean? I ain't asking you. If you ask me, thank you, good brother. Thank you, good brother. Hold on, I got some more things to say. I've got about 3 more rounds to go. But I got you, though, good brother. Don't even worry about it. But anyway, these are championship rounds. You know what I mean? Well, nowadays, these before, the championship rounds was the 13, 14, 15. I think it was the 15, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15. This is some other shit. But anyway, championship round starting at 9. But I'm going to tell you right now, if Noakes is in the fight, if he's in the fight, feeling good, like thinking he still got a chance, he's going to apply so much pressure, it's not going to make no sense. But this is when my boy, this is when he's going to show Noakes in the world, everybody that's watching boxing, he gonna show him why I'm the next best thing coming up in this joint. You gonna see. And everybody else in these weight classes that's anywhere close to this weight class, they gonna all see what's up. They gonna say, yo, Mason ain't never been through, he ain't never tried nothing. He about to go through a war. He about to go through a war, but he gonna take this ninth round because they gonna get sharper and sharper. The more hungry and thirstier Noaks get, Mason gets sharper and sharper and sharper. Because I tell you, the more aggressive that you get, you lose accuracy. You can't be aggressive and have accuracy too. You know what I mean? Because you be too aggressive. You busy trying to be Debo. But if you sit on the other side of aggression and you calm and you not scared, you just paying attention to openings. You don't even hear he talking, he yelling, screaming, I'm gonna do it. You don't even hear it. You just precision. You just sitting there, every opening, bang, 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 bang. And this how you gonna start getting rounds easy through his aggression. You get what I'm saying? And I think Mason gonna take the ninth, 10th round easy. I'm talking about extremely easy. But at the end of the day, is Mason on the UD? True story. That's me. 96, 94, 97, 93. Yes, sir. And I say about a 96, 94. That's how that fight gonna be. That one judge, it's just how it's gonna be. Watch. They all gonna be in favor of Mason, but that one judge gonna see the a little more purity of it. And that's how I think it's gonna play out. You know what I mean? Uh Mason by decision. You know, it's a nice risk, medium risk, not you know what I mean? It's a medium risk. It's a medium. It's a high risk, high reward in this because of the talent and just the earliness of the fight and they ain't got no real experience. So this is a tough one. I just think Noak's only gonna win about 4 rounds. That's just me. If it play out to the 10 rounds, I just Noak's gonna win. He not winning no more than 4 rounds. If he win four, if he win four, you get what I'm saying? If it's a 12 rounder, that's what I believe. I can't see him winning rounds while the fight is still going on. The way I see Noakes winning this fight is a knockout, or I can never see Noakes winning every round. Not against Abdulla Mason. That mean I don't know shit about boxing. I can't say no shit like that. That's crazy. That'd be crazy talk, you know what I mean? Seriously, man. Yeah, cause I tell you, man, Noakes he could cut the ring off, man. This is a he can cut the ring. Noakes is good. Noakes is not a bad fighter. He's not like the next thing. But he not the bad fighter though. He not. I ain't gonna do that to him. But Mason confidence in his agility and the way it's just. And Mason is long, no homo. He one of those young boys that's what I mean. He can lean all the way back. So I just that's my decision, y'all. That's my thing. Mason 7-4. If it's a 10 rounder, I'm gonna give him a 7-3. Let me see, 7-3 for 10. It'd be a yeah. It'd be I say for the 12. I say an 8-4. If Noakes win by KO, that'll be something else. But it boosts his confidence up. I'll tell you that much. And I think that they do a rematch, and Mason gonna beat his ass anyway. So that's it, man. Also 40. That's how we keep it, player. You understand what I mean? So we're gonna do this real quick. Show you, you know what I mean? A little the reason why I broke that down like that. We're gonna see this here, and because you'll see both fighters, fighting style. So we could just like really check it out. You get what I'm saying? You can really check it out and see why I say what I say based on you know, based on the It's a situation here. What's up with my video, man? My videos be messing up, man. You get my nerves sometimes. Well, I don't know what's wrong with this video, man. Messing my video up, man. Okay, here we go. Let's get to this. Just messing my video up, man. So you see, you got Mason on the left. We got Sam on the right. I got it a little slow so we could watch it and see. You know what I mean? You see how Mason go to the body. You see how Sam. You see? See, that's that. It remind me of Errol Spence with that double. The same way. He remind me of Errol Spence. Sam Noaks the way he fight. He do the same. See, look. You see, he like that body. Now you see how long Mason is over here. That's what I'm saying. You see how long Mason is. You see how Mason got a good high guard up front, and he like that. You see how he be dick. Yeah. See. You see how Mason be. Now you see how Sam go with the double jab, but you see how Mason go with the high guard. So Mason, see, he's sitting on them. See, Sam is not sitting on those. You know what I mean? See the body ones, he's not, because he's moving. Mason is, he's see, watch the high guard, see, tap, bang. You see he's sitting on the bang, see? Bang. You know, Sam, see, bang, he's sitting on that one, see, boom, but he throwing on the fly. So the pressure when it hit is kind of a little different, like those he's sitting on Sam, see? See, but you got to see his opponent sits in front of him. Mason not going to sit in front of him like that. He going to have to find Mason in that ring. You're going to literally have to find them, you know what I mean? So that's why I made this little clip, so we could just check it out side by side a little slow, you know what I mean? So we could really see what time it is with them, and, you know, you can see the little fight style. So it's going to be different, because Mason is tall and he's slinky, you know what I mean? So, and he don't fight like these dudes, so it's going to be a little different in there. This is them, you know, get it right. Showing the way they get right. See this side of you see how Sam over here, how he you get what I'm saying, how he places his hand, and then he more flat footed when he doing his thing. Mason is more, you know, Mason is more on some a different type. You know, he more mobile. He more light footed. He more light footed with it. That's what I say. I call him more light footed, and he could swing around, and he's light footed, but he be planted when he's punched. You know what I'm saying? When he sits to the side, he plant his feet. And so when he punch, it look like it's just a thing, but it's really, he really sitting on those joints. And they hurt. He coming from a short angle. Like, and they precise. That's why I said Mason is going to be, it's going to seem like a Crawford with Canelo when it comes to Mason's side of the fight. Looking at it from a Mason side. Looking at it from Sam Noaks' side, he going to remind me of Cepeda when he fought Shakur. And I think in the middle, it's going to turn out both ways. Like Abdula going to win just based on both of them. You know what I mean? If he come at him like Cepeda came at Shakur, he going to lose because Shakur won. And if Mason come at Sam like Crawford came at Canelo, he's going to win. And this fight here is perfect for both analogies. 100% perfect. To me. So, once again, Oster 40. You know we talk that boxing talk. You know we talk that boxing talk. We think outside the box. And we got the most unpopular opinion. You understand what I mean? You have to always remember that, kid. We have the most unpopular opinion. You understand what I'm saying? In the next video, we gonna be getting on this guy here. We need to talk to this guy. I need to, you know what I mean? I need to
I had one. He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
That's my bad. Sometimes I have to do things. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Peace it out. Like, comment, subscribe. I want those comments though, man. You hear me? Peace it out, my G's.
You're not like me. How'd you see that? First time I met you, I said to myself, this young man can do anything he wants. That's the biggest curse a man can have. A curse. I have no choice. I do what I am. But you could do anything. You could be